The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is brought to you by Big D's Tack and Vet Supply, Cool Winds Farm, Midland Acres, the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center, and thestable.ca. Now let's go trackside for all the action.
Welcome to the 2021 Union County Fair, live from Marysville, Ohio. Hello, I'm Tom Pye, the Harness Guy. We're flying solo today. We are coming up to the post parade, so we're going to airs Ratliff, our announcer. We shall be, I see number one, number two. Here are your changers in the first before we do anything. Go to, here they are.
Shoe supplies, 2-year-old colt trot. Ohio Fair Racing Conference, the first $5,370. Win place, exacta, trifecta, daily double. What is Kiss Me Like a Stranger with Alan Anderson driving? 2, Uncle Pete for cash with Ed Reno Jr. 3 is BL Flying Gun, driver change Cameron McCown. And the 4, Go with Gusto, Christopher Beaver. The sulky. That's the field for the first race. 2-year-old colt trot. They'll take one score. They'll go to the gate.
And as we here at the first race, our announcer airs Ratliff. We have Cam McCown on the 3. These we're going to have a great card today. We have 9 races for the Ohio Fair Racing Conference, presented here by Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. At 12 o'clock, we bring in Knox County, Roger Houston and Jay Wolf. And 6 o'clock tonight, Seneca County up there in Tiffin, and I believe it's Frank and Susan. So we've got a full card here, full card on our card. We have 3 colt trots. This is the first division of 2-year-old colt trots on the first race. 3 3-year-old filly trotters, they go 1 dash for the cash, and 2 colt paces, 3-year-old colt paces, also 2 2-year-old filly pace, and 2 ladies pace, Springhaven Farms ladies pace for your enjoyment. So the first race, there's 4 in it, and incidentally, this track been here since 1852. So it's pretty well set up. And they go 6 wide. First race only 4, but the second race is 7 and 8, so they'll be scoring behind. First race, Kiss Me Like a Stranger. This will be her 3rd lifetime start. She's picked up $441. She trained by Dan Krebian. The Ed Greeno has Uncle Pete's Takes Cash, and he's the rich man of the field. Has 5 starts, 2 seconds, 3 thirds, and has earned $3,731. This looks like Uncle Pete takes a picture today. This should be it. He shows 2 6 in his card, 2 5, 2 4, and 1, and the others. The only ones are Krista Beaver. We'll leave it to Beaver. He has a nicest at first. As a Buckeye Stallion series, made a break, but trotted in 2, 2, and 1. And this is his second start. So it's going to be go to ohha.com and pick up your free program. And follow along. Beautiful day here at Marysville. where the grass is always greener. That's their slogan. As your announcer airs,
First
Ratlet.
race, day 2, harness racing action of the Union County Fair. Here they come. They're off and trotting and go with gusto, trying for the lead. Uncle Pete for cash is right there. That one's inside. Kiss Me Like a Stranger is in third. BL Flying Gun is the early trailer. Moving around the turn to the backside, and Christopher Beaver leads the way. Go with gusto. Losing stride, Kiss Me Like a Stranger. In their second, Uncle Pete for cash. Then we have BL Flying Gun, and that trailer is Kiss Me Like a Stranger. As they travel on to the opening quarter and out with the lead, Go with gusto. Showing his heel to the field. Opening quarter 30 and 4/5. Uncle Pete for cash is there in second, trying a little bit closer. Third is BL Flying Gun. The trailer Kiss Me Like a Stranger. They straighten away and move down here to the half. Go with gusto, still the one. In there to be second, Uncle Pete for cash. In third is BL Flying Gun, and the trailer Kiss Me Like a Stranger. They win by the half and move into the turn. After getting there in 101 and 4, and it is Go with gusto. In their second, Uncle Pete for cash. With BL Flying Gun and Kiss Me Like a Stranger, they're into the back stretch. And the leader, Go with gusto. Beaver trying to make every pole a winning one. In there to be second is Uncle Pete for cash. Then it is BL Flying Gun as they move to 3/4. Now Greeno popping the pocket with Uncle Pete for cash. But it's still Go with gusto with the lead. 3/4, 132 and 4. Uncle Pete for cash is on the outside. Losing stride, BL Flying Gun as they come to the top of the stretch. Go with gusto turns with the lead. Uncle Pete for cash trying to get there, but is running out of time. It is Go with gusto. Go with gusto from start to finish. Uncle Pete for cash in for second. Kiss Me Like a Stranger gets third. 2:03 and 3.
They won every panel just about 31 seconds flat. And Go with gusto. He stayed flat, and he showed one line flat in his card. He had six races, but unofficial result 4-2-1-3. Both even money favorites. Got a nice little crowd here for a Monday morning. The leisure crowd. This is nice, a very nice historic grandstand, and it's nice and shady. Go with gusto. Triumphant Caviar. His second lifetime start. He visits Mr. Conrad in the winner's circle, track photographer at many of our fairs. Yes, Go with gusto stayed flat and stepped on a few people's money. Chris Beaver's having a great year. His 303 starts. This is his second drive this year.
After winning the first race, it is the 4 Go with gusto. 2-year-old invented son of Triumphant Caviar. And a hooray for mom by Chip Chip Hooray. On by C. Beaver, MBG, SC Handler, T. Homan. Christopher Beaver is the trainer and the winning driver. Time of the mile 2:03 3/5. This one sponsored by Ken Davis and Sons. Horseshoe Supplies. Kiss Me Like a Stranger was third. Uncle Pete for cash second. BL Flying Gun fourth. Go with gusto. The winner. 3, 2, 4, 1 on the bottom. 30 and 4/5. 101 and 4. 132 and 4. 2:03 3/5. Race number 2 is next. White saddle pads will be show Exacta Trifecta Wagering. We have Cameron McCown driving the 7. Bring him on for race 2.
And this second race is a one division for $9,810. 8 in it to win it. 2 trailers. We will be back after a few short messages from our sponsors.
Union County itself had a humble start. It was thinly populated throughout the 19th century, and the land wasn't made for farming. The soil didn't cultivate grain to maintain healthy stock. The County Agricultural Society was organized and held the fair to help educate locals on better practices. After 2 successful fairs, stockholders purchased the permanent fairgrounds. The next 30 years saw tremendous growth for the Union County Fair. By 1882, entries had gone up to 2,000, and members grew even more. Exhibits of livestock, produce, and farm product could be seen in newly erected buildings while horses raced around the half-mile track. Harness racing was popular around the country throughout the 19th and 20th centuries, and Union County was no exception. Standardbreds were the main attraction and biggest source of revenue for many years. Today, the Union County Fair is a member of the Ohio Fair Racing Conference. They host 2 days of live-action racing during fair time and stable horses and training year-round.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fairs. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 21 fairs in 19 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding facility that specializes in stallion management. Cool Winds Farm stands the popular Dancing Yankee, whose first crop hit the ground this year and are great-looking individuals. Cool Winds is also standing Rockin' Amadeus, sire of world champion Ocean Rock. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on September 17th.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Bow River Jewelry has been the premier designers of sulky jewelry for more than 30 years. We incorporate today's fashion designs to create a unique piece of jewelry only found at Bow River. Visit bowriverjewelry.com today.
And we are back here at the Union County Fair in Green, Marysville, Ohio. Marysville is actually home to Scott's Miracle Grow since 1878. Also home to Nestle, and the big plant here is a Honda. So it's a growing community, but it retains its country charm. The very nice little track, very well maintained. John Fitzgerald here is our speed superintendent, and he does well. He's a horseman here, so he makes sure it's in good shape. This second race is a $9,810 filly trot, sponsored by the Union County Agricultural Society. The daily double probables, there are 4 horses in it that have no coupling with it, but the ones that do are trained by Chris Beaver, and the 7, you have Kim Daly has got a $48 double return, but the 7 has the the 3 has a $12 double return. That's a Chris Beaver trainee, and that's coming off that's a good, nice filly. She's got over 93,000 made lifetime. So from the rail down, we got Kim Daly's trainee telling the story with Richard Dingledine. 2 is Epic Flower Works with Darren Dowler, trainer and driver and owner. The 3 is Ozma, Chris Beaver trainee, B.J. Roberts. And this should be the odds-on favorite because she's just coming out of a Lifetime Markets Society. How about Scioto? And of 156 and 3. And number 4, Robert Boggs, St. Francis Irene, Austin Hanners in the sulky. Brian Roebuck sends out Essentially with Jeff Nysonger. Hank Levan aboard number 6, Air Jordan L. 2 trailers in the field. 7, Boom Boom Gertie with Cam McCown, Chad Williamson trainee. And Fanciful Invention, number 8. Usually say on the far outside, but number 8 is behind the 2. And this trailing behind the first tier. Chris Beaver, owner, part owner, trainer, and driver. Now, that was Chris Beaver's second drive of the year. It was his second win. So he has the batting average, which measures how his year's going, is 1,000. Chris Beaver's training average this year, well, he's got 304 starts now, 77 wins. His batting average as a trainer, .379. And that puts him up there with, trying to think of, I know Shoeless Joe Jackson was about 370 around there somewhat, but that puts him in a lofty atmosphere. Anyway, just a little handicapping. We have the 2 co-favorites. The 3, I should not know, the favorite is a 3, Ozma at 1-5. The 7, Boom Boom Gertie, is 7-5. And the rest, if you want to just take a little hunch bet, 99-1 minimum. So. You got, I'm looking at the size, and here we got a full count. Winning Fireworks, Triumphant Caviar has 2. Don't You Forget It, Deep Chip, Break the Bank K, and Winning Fireworks has 2 in there. Telling this story, has been racing Buckeye Stallion Series. She has been, and last week trotted in 56 and 1, and that was only good for 5th place. The mile went in 55 and 1. And that was at Scioto. They're mulling around. They got eight horses you got to keep an eye on. That's kind of tough, so there we go. Pretty big field. Well, this is what happens when you offer a great purse. That's a good purse, $9,800 at a county fair. Excellent purse. I remember the days when Warrior back when wasn't that only 20 years ago, that couple opens that were only $4,500. This is out back in New England.
Let's bring them on and parade them in order, guys.
So here's a post parade for the second at the Union County Fair, Marysville, Ohio. Here's Ratcliffe.
Here are the horses for race 2, Union County Ag Society Trot for 3-year-old fillies. Purse $9,810, win play show, exacta trifecta, 1 telling the story and Richard Dingledine. 2 is Epic Flower Works, Darren Dowler aboard. 3 is Ozma and BJ Roberts. For St. Francis Irene, Austin Hanner's in the bike. 5 Essentially and Jeff Nysonger. 6 Air Jordan L, Hank Levan. 7 Boom Boom Gertie, driver change Cameron McCown. And the 8 Fanciful Invention with Christopher Beaver in the sulky. That's the field for race 2. Cameron McCown on 7. Win play show, exacta trifecta wagering here in the second.
Well, we have 4 horses in here, 5, I should say, that are looking for their first win of 2021. And that would be telling the story. Made $21,000 last year, over $21,000 with 12 starts, 3 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds. This year, she is only 3 thirds in 7 starts. This is the first lifetime start for Epic Flower Works. Made a breakup at Paulding. So this is the second one. Ozma has last year picked up $49,874. 10 starts, 1 win, 2 seconds, 4 thirds. This year, Ozma has 11 starts, 2 wins, 3 seconds, and 1 third, made $43,573.
K Rush, please contact the judges stand. K Rush, please contact the judges stand.
So that is your odds-on favorite at 2-1. St. Francis Irene hasn't hit the board this year in 3 starts, but has picked up $3,400. Racing Tough, Racing Ohio, up at the Northfield, the Sire Stakes, trotted in 55, and was 5th coming last quarter in 28-2. Last year at Richwood, she took a mark of 2-6-3. That was a lone win. Essentially, last year, again winless this year, but last year at Urbana, 2-8 out of 2 wins on 2 thirds and 13 starts. Has trotted, looks like a nice 2-5 trotter right now. Air Jordan L coming off being second at Bucyrus, 2-1-2, and She's a Witch. Win it.
The starters called in the horses for race 2, Union County Ag Society, for 3-year-old filly trotters. Purse $9,810, a field of 8. Make their way around the turn to the top of the stretch. Here they come.
Ozma at 7-2. It's a gift. It's a gift. Field of 8 from Marysville, Ohio, the Union County Fair.
They're off and trotting, except for the 7, Boom Boom Gertie, who's on a break. And Ozma is trying for the lead along the inside, telling the story as they go around turn 1. An early third for St. Francis Irene. Then we have Fanciful Invention. Off stride near the back was Essentially. Now losing stride is a Fanciful Invention. So now moving up into 4th is Air Jordan L. Then we have Epic Flower Works with Essentially in the trailer, Boom Boom Gertie. Traveling by the opening quarter in Ozma, and BJ Roberts there in 30 3/5. Telling the story in Dingledine, they trot along in second. It's St. Francis Irene looking over the top two from third. In their fourth is Air Jordan L. As they move down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, Fanciful Invention is trotting next. Then further back, we find Essentially with Epic Flowerworks and Boom Boom Gertie. Moving by the half. And Ozma's there in 102 and 4, a well-rated second quarter, telling the story, breathing down her neck in second. St. Francis Irene is in third. Over there to be fourth as they move into the backstretch, Air Jordan L. Losing stride, Fanciful Invention. As they continue on to three quarters, Ozma still putting up the numbers, telling the story in second. St. Francis Irene is third. Over there, fourth, Air Jordan L. Three quarters, 132 and 4. Moving around this final turn, the leader remains Ozma. Telling the story in second, but BJ Roberts says, let's go. And Ozma now pulls away by 2 lengths. Losing stride now in second was Telling the Story. It is Ozma. Ozma gonna roll on him today. Ozma will win. St. Francis Irene in for second. Air Jordan L is third.
Ozma went off at 8-5. Looked like a 3-4-6.
Time of the mile, 2:01 4/5.
Last quarter and 29 seconds flat. That's why she drew off. An excellent mile, well rated by BJ Roberts. He deserves that batting average of .503. He's done, he's won. That's his 7th win in 18 starts. Ozma is a Chris Beaver trainee, owned by Sandra Burnett of Wilmington, Ohio, and Chris Beaver from Radnor, Ohio. That's her 4th lifetime win. Puts her up to over, well, close to $100,000. Which ain't a bad little piece of money. She's a triumphant caviar out of a Pilgrim's Taj, mare by the name of Evanora. St. Francis Irene, Robert Boggs trainee, she was second. This guy over here singing, come on Irene, come on Irene. Quiet that boy down. But she went up for her. She hit the board. She hit the board
Moving
with the
back
bang.
in front of the stands after winning the second race. It's the 3 Ozma. Ozma, a 3-year-old bay filly by Triumphant Caviar. Out of Evan Nora by Pilgrim's Taj, owned by Sandra Burnett and Christopher Beaver. Chris Beaver trains. BJ Roberts is the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:01 and 4. Race 2, sponsored by Union County Ag Society. Telling the Story was 8th, Epic Flowerworks 7th, Ozma the winner. St. Francis Irene was 2nd, Essentially 5th, Air Jordan L 3rd, Boom Boom Gertie was 6th, and Fanciful Invention 4th. 871 253 64 30 3/5. 102 and 4, 132 and 4, 201 4/5. Third race moves up next. Win Play Show, Exacta Trifecta Wagering. Here in race 3, there are no changes. Blue saddle pads will need 5 of you. Bring them out for the third.
Excellent mile, 2:01 and 4. And I'll tell you what the track record is after we come back from our few words from our sponsors.
Athletes, they come in all shapes and sizes. They catch, They leap. They run. Some athletes even come with 4 legs and paws and hooves. When these beloved family members need care, remember the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio State experts wrote the book on exceptional animal care and know how to get our best friends back on their feet. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Doctor, give me the news! Is it bad credit?
It's bad credit, and you need a car.
Can I be cured?
Yes, but your case needs immediate attention. Visit lowcostcarsoh.com or lowcostcarsnorth.com today. Bad credit, no credit, don't worry. Start driving today.
I've been cured! I can get a car! Woo!
Even if you're sick with bad credit, get a great car today at either Low Cost Cars locations in Circleville and Columbus.
Yeah, we're back here at Marysville. I'll tell you, coming on straight down 4 from Bucyrus, I rent a car with all those new gadgets that are tough to read. Well, the gas gauge was in lights, and it looked like it was normal, but I ran out of gas. I was lucky. One of the friendly farmers had a little gas left for his tractor, and I was only delayed 5 minutes, but always got to keep an eye on your gas gauge. I haven't run out of gas for a few years. But that was a great mile there for the second race. We had Ozma went coming last half in 59 flat. The last quarter, 29 flat. The track record is held by Belasco and Petradas. That was way back in 2018. It's a good year for track records because also Hanky L set the pacing record of 156-1. And if that's it, was a 2 excellent miles here. Again, the track's in great shape. They keep it in great shape. Also, I want to commend on if you folks, I got a program, a track program, and this is one of the best official programs I've encountered at all the fairs. This has more sponsors, more colors, illustration. Very good job. It's a nice program to read, easy to read too. We can pick this 3-year-old colt pace, first division, sponsored by Ingram's Funeral Home. I want to mention our sponsors because of the community effort. They've done well. The first race was sponsored by Ken Davis and Sons Horseshoe Supplies. As again, the second was the Union County Agricultural Society. This third is sponsored by McAuliffe's Ace. So we're in the third. This is another 2-year-old second division, 2-year-old colt trot. There were only 5 in this division. There was 4 in the first, which was the first race. This we have Ed Greeno Jr. with number 1 Spirit Cash. Again, go to ohh8.com, click on your free program. You can follow along. And if you see something that I miss, which I do quite often, that's why I'm a bad handicapper, just text or make a note saying you missed the 3 or the 4. But Spirit Cash is a 2-year-old by Southwind Spirit, and it is Ed Greeno Jr., the Broken Brokers of Findlay, Ohio. Chris Beaver sends out another trotter.
Keep him coming for the third race. Let's bring him out for race 3.
The Mighty Hill, What the Hill. And again, he's trainer driver, I should say, and part owner. Richard Dingledine has behind a Royal Creation for Kim Daly. And Hank Levan is the trainer and driver on number 4, Perry Del L. Number 5 is New Westerville, another Chris Beaver trainee, another drive for B.J. Roberts. So these are the sires in here. We have...
Well, let's get them together. Line them up in pretty in order, please.
Southwind Spirit, What the Hill. Creatine, What the Hill. And Triumphant Caviar. The girls with the tour there for Harness Horse Youth Foundation, they were up there, and every time they go, "What the hell?" they would holler out. And when they were working with one of the trotters. Now are they out yet? Here they come. Here's the third race post parade from Marysville, Ohio.
That is the call to post for the upcoming third race, sponsored by McCullough's Ace. 2-year-old Colt Trot, purse $5,470. Ohio Fair Racing Conference win play show. Exacta trifecta wagering this race, no change. 1 is Spirit Cash, Ed Greeno Jr. in the bike. 2, The Mighty Hill and Christopher Beaver. 3, Royal Creatine, Richard Dingledine drives. 4 is Perry Del L and Hank Levan. And the 5, New Westerville, B.J. Roberts in the sulky. That's the field for the third race. Purse $5,470, no change in race 3.
Again, Chris Beaver has the odds-on favorite. This time he's presently at 1-9. The Mighty Hill, this is his third lifetime start. He has a win already. That was at Northfield. And the Ohio Sire Stakes made a break, but Northfield in the Buckeye Stallion Series at Northfield. Mile 156-3. Last corner 29-1 with that feller Aaron Merriman driving. So Chris is in the stirrups today, and he's going to go for 3 in a row in Ohio. See if he can remain undefeated as a driver. This will be a good little thing to watch. See how long he can. Well, he's not. He's last start he made a break. He finished 4th. So his other horse won the race, Ozma. So again, it's 1-9 on the Mighty Hill, 99-1 on the others. So somebody's going to throw a $2 bet on one of those. They are all, others are looking for their initial win. And the only thing that might stop the Mighty Hill is last start he made 3 breaks in the mile. Again, he still trotted 2 minutes and 3/5. So if he does that today, trots in 2 minutes and 3/5, he'll still win. I think the only one, his other horse, New Westerville, trotted in 2-1-2. Has a mark, no mark yet, but he's 2 wins, 2/3 in 3 starts. So there the
starter has the horses for race 3. 2-year-old Colt Trot, sponsored by McCullough's Ace, a purse $5,470 through the stretch. Here they come.
Here's a call from Union County Fair in Marysville,
Here, off and trotting, the Mighty Hill goes out looking for the lead. New Westerville is there in second as they trot around the initial turn. Spirit Cash is there in third. Over there to be fourth comes Perry Del L, the early trailer Royal Creatine. As they move into the backstretch, the Mighty Hill, the track record holder for 2-year-old gelding trotters at Northfield Park, leads the way by 2 lengths. New Westerville is there in second. It's Spirit Cash in third. Over there fourth is Perry Del L, the trailer Royal Creatine. They're getting a bit strung out the opening quarter, 32. So the Mighty Hill leads them out there by 2 1/4 lengths. In their second, New Westerville. Further back to Spirit Cash in third. Over there to be fourth. As they come down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, Perry Del L and Royal Creatine still the trailer. So they move here by the half. And the leader is the Mighty Hill. New Westerville sticking to him like glue in second, the half in 1:03. It is Spirit Cash who's there in third. In their fourth, Perry Del L. And the trailer Royal Creatine, they straighten away to the backstretch. The Mighty Hill out there still by a length and a quarter. New Westerville is there in second. Further back in third is Spirit Cash. Then comes Perry Del L and Royal Creatine. They move by 3/4. The Mighty Hill is there in 1:33 and 4. New Westerville right there in second. They trot around the turn to the top of the stretch. The Mighty Hill does turn with the lead. New Westerville is taking a shot on the outside. The Mighty Hill. New Westerville is trying. The Mighty Hill is strong on the lead, and the Mighty Hill holds on. New Westerville in for second. Spirit Cash is third.
Wasn't the Mighty Quinn?
Time of the mile, 2:03.
Each quarter's 29 and 2. Correct me if I'm wrong, Will. But there wasn't the Mighty Quinn, it was the Mighty Hill. Nice. What the Hill gelding? Out of a Taglaboo mare, Maxine the Mighty. And Win It like a 1-5 should win it. His stablemate was second. Went off at 7-2. Good mile. It was 2, 5, 3 in 2:03. Good finish. Anytime they can trot home, come the last half a minute, it's a good mile. And what the Mighty Hill just picked up another $2,735 to add. That puts him over the $10,000 mark in 3 starts. And as Ayers said, the track record holder at Northfield for 2-year-old trotting geldings with his mile 156 and 3. So Christopher Beaver is now 3 starts, 2 wins.
Back in front of the stands after winning the third race, it is the 2, the Mighty Hill. The Mighty Hill, a 2-year-old bay-gutted son of What the Hill. Adam Maxine the Mighty by Tagliabue and by CF Beaver. D.L. Robinson, VIP Internet Stable. Christopher Beaver trains and is the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:03. This one sponsored by McAuliffe's Ace. So Spirit Cash third, the Mighty Hill the winner, Royal Creatine fifth, Perry Del L fourth, New Westerville second, 3:15.42, 32, 1:03, 1:33 and 4, the mile time 2:03. Upcoming fourth race, green saddle pads. We'll need 5 of you. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta wagering. Bring them out for the fourth race.
So that's the third race here at Marysville, Union County Fair. Fourth race is First Division 3-year-old colt pace. Looks like we've got a little speed in here and very competitive. Yes, very competitive, except Sir Charles of Skye with his mark of 150-4. That'll be the fourth race from Marysville. This is going to be a good one, and we will be back after these few short messages.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Visit us September 17th at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds and get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, and Long Tom. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigDWeb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
We are back here on a beautiful sunny day. It is 76 degrees out, clear skies, nice crowd, nice breeze, very comfortable. Incidentally, the broadcast of what we're doing for the OHA is doing we're covering all of our 65 fairs this year. We got 3 crews out. I am the test run. No, I'm the earliest at 11 o'clock. At 12 o'clock over at Knox County Fair there in marvelous Mount Vernon. Had a great race of night of racing on Saturday. Saw a new track record for trotters set. They come up they're going on now, so at 15 minutes. And that'll be in 15 minutes. You click on there. There's Roger and Jay Wolf. Jay Wolf, the multi-talented and multifaceted and informative director of publicity for the Little Brown Jug. And is there any question? He was.
Checks races 1 through 3 will be available very shortly in the speed office. Again, checks races 1 through 3 will be available momentarily in the speed office.
He's well versed in Lake Hiawatha now. He's. I think he had a little wager with Roger saying there's a Lake Hiawatha right in the middle of Mount Vernon. But that's going to come on in 15 minutes. We're here. You don't want to miss this race. This is going to be a good one. This is the 4th race. This is the 3-year-old colt pace, sponsored by Ingram's Funeral Home. And purse of First Division of 2, $5,255 for the Ohio Fair Racing Conference. We want to say there's our director, Todd Brown up there. He's our clerk of course, Lisa Short. Get a little wave there. Is she mentioning me? He says, yes, I am. Here's Gradley. Who else is up there with them? She got a little wave. There we go. Yeah, but we have, I tell you, it's like a dedicated crew. We do as a 65 fairs. We had the 4 parimutuel tracks, the big time. Scioto, which is racing right now. Northfield's racing right now. Then there's Dayton and Miami Valley. A lot of places. Summertime is Scioto, and they are going fast. Speaking of going fast, at Scioto, we have the 4, Sir Charles of Skye. He's a 3-year-old gelding by Charlie Barley out of a Western Ideal mare by the name of Skyway Hanover, owned by Tommy Householder of Delaware, Ohio, trained by Russ Early III, and driven today by Jeff Nicesonger. He coming off a win at Oak Harbor. That is a good mile up there, 157-4. Last quarter, 28-2. Woo, that is a good. I'd have to double check, see if that's a track record. But as Scioto, he was second in 52 flat. Got just caught at the wire by a half a length. Last quarter, 27-3. And the week before, he took his lifetime mark of 150-4 at Scioto. Win by 4, and known as a 2 pari-mutuel races. That is probably the toughest division of any track you go to. Is that known as a 2? They're at Scioto and Northfield. That's a tough field because you have all those good horses racing the fairs, and then they.
One McMahon, Tyler Rush. Tyler Rush drives the 1 here in race 4. Let's get together, line them up in parade in order, please.
So but 150-4. He has 36 lifetime starts, 6 wins, 4 seconds, 4 thirds, $46,008 with a mark of 150-4. McMahon with Tyler Rush now, mark of 154-3 at Scioto. Professor Patrick, Chris Presley in the sulky. A nice little colt by Mr. Wiggles, trained by John Fitzgerald, got a mark of 154-2 at Scioto. Here they are. We will go over them after the post parade.
Here are the horses for the 4th race, 3-year-old colt Pace, sponsored by Ingram's Funeral Home, Ohio Fair Racing Conference. Purse $5,255. Win, place, show, exacta, trifecta wagering. 1 is McMahon. Driver change, Tyler Rush. 2, Professor Patrick, Chris Presley in the bike. 3 is Calvin L. and Hank Levan. 4, Sir Charles of Skye, Jeff Nicesonger drives. And the 5 is County Line Rebel, Christopher Hope. In the sulky. That's the field for the 4th race. Tyler Rush on 1. Win, place, show, exacta, trifecta wagering.
Now, if you just saw Sir Charles of Skye just lope by you here, that's what you like to see, a nice big lope. Because when they get up, when they speed, they go, it's a different machine. And
just another reminder, horsemen, to please report all driver changes before you show up onto the racetrack. It's only fair to the betting public that they know who they're betting on before they put their money down.
Right.
So again, please have all driver changes in. Take those to the starter or take them to the speed office, but have those in before you bring your horse onto the racetrack.
Okay, now the Calvin L., he won at Scioto. Oh, just got beat a nose at Hilliard by 59-2. Last week at Bucyrus was 4th and 55-4. And there's a good mile up there, but they set a track record 153-4 at Bucyrus. And they were smoking. And but Calvin L., he's been in 52 at Scioto, 52-4. He was 8th place, 7th. They went in 51. That was known as a 4 pari-mutuel races lifetime. That's a tough field. But Calvin L. has $42,164 lifetime, 34 lifetime starts, 5 wins, 7 seconds, 2 thirds. Sir Charles of Skye, and he deserves the sir. He has 36 starts, 6 wins, 4 seconds, 4 thirds. But that mark of 150 and 4, that Scioto, that Oak Harbor mile, I think he's deservedly 1-9 right now. And poor little County Line Rebel, oh, the poor little one, 9 starts, hasn't hit the board yet. This is a tough field.
The starter is calling in the horses for the 4th race, 3-year-old Colt Pace. Purse $5,255, sponsored by Ingram's Funeral Home. The gate is rolling.
So, see if Sir Charles can come close to the track record, pacing track record. Hanky L, 156 and 1. That's what he's looking for.
Top of the stretch for the 4th race, and here they come.
He could do it. The 4th from the Union County Fair in Marysville.
They're off and pacing. A bit rough gated at the start was Professor Patrick, and it's Calvin L. who tries for the lead on the inside. McMahon. Sir Charles of Skye is an early 3rd. Professor Patrick back down pacing in 4th. In their 5th is County Line Rebel. Up the backstretch for the first time, and Calvin L. is the leader. In their 2nd, McMahon. Then we have Sir Charles of Skye as they pace by the opening fraction. Next is Professor Patrick with County Line Rebel. By the opening quarter, 28 2/5. Into the turn they go. Calvin L., Hank Levan, they're going to fire on the lead. In their 2nd is McMahon. Right there in 3rd is the heavy favorite, Sir Charles of Skye. Then you have Professor Patrick and County Line Rebel. Driving down here to the half, Calvin L. is the leader. Now to the outside, here comes Sir Charles of Skye. At the rail is McMahon. Then it's Professor Patrick and County Line Rebel, the half, 58 and 1. Moving around the turn to the backstretch, Calvin L. is the leader. Sir Charles of Skye on the outside, 2nd. At the rail is McMahon. Professor Patrick is on the move in 4th. With County Line Rebel, they continue to the 3/4 mile mark of the race. Calvin L. playing catch me if you can. Sir Charles of Skye in 2nd. Professor Patrick on the outside, 3rd. As they go by 3/4, 126 and 3. Pacing around the turn to the top of the stretch. Calvin L. trying to seal the deal. In their 2nd is Sir Charles of Skye. Through the stretch they come. Calvin L. Sir Charles of Skye is running out of time. It's Calvin L. Sir Charles of Skye. Calvin L. to win. Sir Charles of Skye 2nd. Professor Patrick is 3rd. Time of the mile, 1:55 3/5.
Are you ready, folks? Are you ready, folks? A new track record! One of those L horses by the name of Hanky L. Good mile. Good mile. You know, when you hit that 3/4, 126 and 3, coming the last quarter in 29 seconds flat, Calvin L. And for all you supporters of the Levan Stables, you have a 21 to 1 horse that beat the 1 to 9. Excellent mile. Unofficial 3-4-2. Unofficial 1:55 and 3. Just broke it. 156 and 1. Hanky L. Track record. You already know. I already. What was it before? 156 and 1. Hanky L. They hit 1.53. That track record was only 3 years old. Track records are made to be broken. Oh, they got a crowd here. Oh, look at this. I got the whole family. Be proud of that, Mile. Now, that's a record for the golf cart there, too, because I think there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, about a dozen people, though, including the 2 youngsters. And there's 4 more coming from the... They should have 2 golf carts out there, but they're all coming down the winner's circle. Calvin L. 3-year-old gelding by Well Said out of an Arts Conquest mare by the name of Harmony Oaks Quest. Now, they're proud of this. They should be. It's bred by the Levan Stables.
In front of the stands after winning the 4th race. Putting himself as the fastest horse ever to race here at the Union County Fair, breaking the track record today, 155-3. Hanky L, another Levan prodigy, had held the track record, 156-1. Just broke today by Calvin L in 155-3. So Calvin L, a 3-year-old bay-gooded son of Well Said at a Harmony Oaks Quest by Arts Conquest. All my Levan stables, Hank Levan trains and is the winning driver. Time of the mile, new track record here at the Union County Fair, 155-3. This race sponsored by Ingram's Funeral Home. McMahon was 4th, Professor Patrick 3rd, Calvin L was the winner. Sir Charles of Skye 2nd, County Line Rebel 5th. 4-3-1-2-5, 28-2, 58-1, 126-3. The mile time 155-3.
So,
bring him on the track for the 5th race. Bring him out for race 5. Black saddle pads. We'll need 7 of you. Head him out for the 5th.
that was a surprise at Sir Charles of Skye, but it took a track record to beat him. The winner paid $44.20. 342. Try refund. Exacta paid $27. Now, if they had a Quinella, which they didn't, but they didn't. So that was a great mile. They had counted 16 people in the winner's circle.
We have asked. I ask at every fair that I'm at to have all drivers in before your horse enters the racetrack. The upcoming 5th race.
So with the we have 15 people, 16 people in there. They also had a great crowd. They also got photo bombed. 3 or 4 fans went behind them to get in the picture too. Anyway, that was a great race. Good mile track record. What else can we come up here at Marysville? Great racing. More to come. We have 9. We're 5. We're just about approaching the halfway mile marker. It's got a 2-year-old filly Pace, sponsored by, again, the Union County Agricultural Society. We have 7 in here. We got a trailer. We have win track record. I like that. We shall return to Union County after a few words from our sponsors.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio wants to thank all the breeders that supported our first season standing the trotter, Muscle Diamond. Cool Winds also welcomed the proven sire, Mr. Apples, to our stallion barn. Randy and Kim Haynes also stand the only full brother to some beach somewhere, Bring on the Beach, sire of Heart of Chewbacca. Visit the Cool Winds consignment at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 17th.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
Selling your horse? Sell for free. No fees, no commissions. The only free auction site in the industry. There's no problem selling your horse at harnesshorseauction.com.
154. New track record, all right. Well, we got to see what we can do for track records. Track record, that was the all-age, all horses. That 3-year-old gelding track record. Calvin L's a 3-year-old gelding by Well Said. Then you can have a 3-year-old if a colt does it, or filly, so you have numerous track records, but that was the all-age track record of 55-3. Anyway, in the 5th race, 2-year-old filly Pace. This is the first division. We have 7. We have one trailer, the 7. We have Win Again Can Win. Ray Belt owned. Trained.
Win Again Can Win. Looks like make the driver Jeff Nicesonger.
Okay. Jeff Nicesonger is driving Win Again Can Win. That's the one. Ray Belt owned train is Laura Belt, the breeder. So this is a Belt horse. Seaside Beauty. Coming off a win in Oak Harbor. 202 in a 5th. Brian Brown trainee. Cam McCown gets this seat. She's down by the seaside at a Rockin' Beauty by Rock and Roll Hanover. This is her 2nd lifetime start. She's looking to go undefeated. Of course, Oh My L with 3 seconds under her belt. Well Said filly. She's trained, driven. Hank Levan Stables are the owner and the breeder. And Roy Burns's Fear the Dragonfly. Coming off a qualifier in 2 minutes and a 5th at Scioto. 2-year-old filly by Fear the Dragon. This is her first parameter.
Ray Belt, please meet the judge in the speed office after the races. Again, Ray Belt, please meet the judge in the speed office at the completion of the races.
This is a filly's 2nd lifetime start. Rock This Lady, Kim Daly. Pet Rock, Lady Julie. Kevin Snyder.
Let's get together, line them up, pray them in order, please.
Has 3 starts, 1 second. Qualified in Scioto in 2, 2, and 3. And Meadowland Murney. Mike Meadows and Chris Presley combination. This is filly's 4th lifetime start. Monty by the Sea on the trailing the field. 2nd tier.
Here are the horses for the 5th race. 2-year-old filly Pace, purse $5,575. Jeff Nicesonger drives 1, sponsored by Union County Ag Society, Win Play Show. Exacta Trifecta Wagering. 1 is Win Again Can Win. That driver, Jeff Nicesonger. 2 is Seaside Beauty, Cameron McCown up. 3, Oh My L, and Hank Levan. 4 is Fear the Dragonfly, Roy Burns in the bike. 5 is Rock This Lady, Kevin Snyder. 6, Meadowland Murney with Chris Presley. And the 7 is Marnie by the Sea. Thank you. With Tyler Rush and the Sulky. That's the field for the 5th race. Jeff Nicesonger drives the 1.
Marnie by the Sea, who is in the 2nd tier, shows 2-2, a qualifier, finishing 5th. Good qualifier. Last quarter, 29-2. Mile went in 2-1 and 3. So this is the filly's 2nd start. She's down by the seaside out of a Blissful Hall mare owned by Springhaven Farm, while also the sponsors of our Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series, which are the next race coming up. But this is the 5th. Purse of $5,575. I do believe Mr. Brown has a lovely filly. That is Seaside Beauty. She good mile on the half in 1 minute and 4/5. 1:30 and 2. They're battling head to head. She had somebody on the outside of her. I don't know who it was. Probably Black Tilly, and she come out last quarter 31 and 3. Win it in 2 and 1. She's already been the qualifiers. 2 qualifiers under her belt. 2 minutes flat. 2 minutes and 2/5. That was at Scioto. So this filly can handle a half-mile track. So we have 2, and she is at 2-1. The crowd favorite. Jeff Nicesonger driving. Win Again Can Win is at 6-5. The 3. See, I just looked at the board. I thought that was 45-1. It is 4-5. So the favorite is the 3, Oh My L, Hank Levan. Then you have Win Again Can Win and Seaside Beauty. Everything else is 99-1. Come on, you hunch players. Bet $2 on 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, it's easy to say it's not my money. This could be a nice race. I think there has a turn for the gate, towards the gate. Is that the Mike Webkenberg starting gate, I believe? Yes, it is. So they're moving in behind the gate for the 5th from Union County Fair.
The starter is called in the horses for the 5th race. Sponsored by Union County Ag Society, 2-year-old filly Pacers, a purse $5,575 at the top of the stretch, and here they come.
Go with the 2.
Medellin Murney was on a break. They're off and pacing. Seaside Beauty looking for the lead. Rock This Lady is on the outside as they travel around the initial turn. Gapping early on in 3rd is Win Again Can Win. Marnie by the Sea is there in 4th. As they move on into the backstretch, then we find Oh My L, followed by Fear the Dragonfly in the distant trailer. Medellin Murney. As they go to the opening quarter here and Rock This Lady, a runaway on the lead, leading them out there by 6 lengths. Opening quarter 28 and 2. Seaside Beauty is there in 2nd. Pacing in their 3rd, Win Again Can Win. As they travel down here the half, Marnie by the Sea is there now gapping in 4th. In there to be 5th, Oh My L. In there to be next, as they come down here to the half, Fear the Dragonfly. And the distant trailer is a Medellin Murney. Pacing by the half, in 58 and 1, Rock This Lady is the leader. Seaside Beauty is now a closer 2nd. Win Again Can Win is 3rd. Further back in 4th, Oh My L. Fear the Dragonfly is now on the move in 5th. 6th at the rail comes Marnie by the Sea with Medellin Murney. As they continue on to 3/4 and out with the lead, Rock This Lady. Seaside Beauty is there in 2nd, pacing 3rd, Win Again Can Win. 3/4, 128 and 4. We're down to 3 as they round the turn to the top of the stretch. Rock This Lady still the leader. Seaside Beauty is there in 2nd as they turn for home. It is Rock This Lady. Still in 2nd is Seaside Beauty. Rock This Lady. Rock This Lady to win. Seaside Beauty finishing 2nd. And Win Again Can Win is 3rd.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Time of the mile, 1:59, 4/5.
And you hunch ladies and gentlemen, I believe she was 99 to 1. Rock This Lady, unofficial, 5-2-1. Two co-favorites with Win Again Ken was third. Seaside Beauty was second. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Rock This Lady, a 2-year-old filly by Pet Rock. I overlooked her completely because she's coming off. She had a mark of the Scioto, 2-2-1. And this is her fourth lifetime start. She had been 59-2. And fillies known as the maidens up there. So she smoked it. Good mile at 99-1. Now this is...
Note here for the Paramutuals, there was no win tickets sold on the 5.
Now,
Nobody bet the 5 to win.
What?
So the win money will go to the 2.
What?
If you bet the 2 to win, you are a winner since there was no money bet to win on the 5.
This is why you have to go with the hunch. You got 3 horses, 99-1, just $2. And they're laughing, they're having a good time, but nobody better to win. Good mile, 59-4. New lifetime mark. Rock This Lady. Pet Rock Lady Julia out of a Feelin' Frisky mare.
Also, Constellation Exactas here, 5 in all, 880. All 2, 540. Coming back in front of the stands. After winning the 5th race, not one single bettor believed in her, but she proved them wrong here today. The 5, Rock This Lady. Rock This Lady, a 2-year-old bay filly by Pet Rock. At a Lady Julie by Feelin' Frisky. Owned by Kimberly Daly and Shane Hines. Kimberly Daly trains, and Kevin Snyder, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 1:59-4. This one sponsored by Union County Ag Society. Again, if you had the 2 to win, you do cash, since no one had a win ticket on the 5. Winning Can Win was 3rd, Seaside Beauty 2nd, Oh My L 4th, Fear the Dragonfly 7th, Rock This Lady the winner. Metal in Murney was 6th, and Marnie by the Sea finished 5th. 3, 2, 4, 7, 1, 6, 5 on the bottom, 28-4, 58-1, 128-4, 159-4. Upcoming 6th race, sponsored by White Castle Systems. First Division, Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. The ladies slug it out next. Yellow saddle pads, and we'll need 4 of you with the scratch of the 3, Sportster Hanover. Sportster Hanover is sick and has been scratched. Also a driver change on the 2, Better Win. Make it Heather Willems. Heather Willems drives the 2, Better Win. Win place, Exacta trifecta wagering in the upcoming 6th. Bring them out for the 6th race.
Well, nobody did have a cent on the 5 to win, but they did bet them to place and the show. Got a $6 ticket there and $4.20. The trifecta 5 all. 43.40. It's a gift. Another gift from the Marysville, Ohio, the home of the Union County Fair. And coming up is the ladies Springhaven Farm Driving Series. It's sponsored by White Castle Systems. We have scratched the 3. We have 4 in it to win it. This is the 6th at Union County. And we will be back after a couple of messages from our sponsors.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Visit us September 17th at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds and get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, and Long Tom. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Bow River Jewelry has been the premier designers of sulky jewelry for more than 30 years. We incorporate today's fashion designs to create a unique piece of jewelry only found at Bow River. Visit bowriverjewelry.com today.
We're back at Union County Fair. My mission, I want to find out how much a $2 win ticket would have been on that 5. See how much he would have taken the whole pool. I've seen him pay $200, $180, for a $2 bet, and you enjoy yourself. That buys a dinner tonight, dinner tomorrow night. One better you run up to bet whatever. You got to put some more money, and I turned to the family. I says, I hope you got the canned beans in the cupboard in case he doesn't hit, because this isn't a good bet. But we got food in the house, okay. But coming up here is the ladies, Springhaven Lady Farm Driving Series. We have from the rail out, we have Casey Burns, and the one with Bad Secret. That's Roy Burns and Dad Roy Burns trained, and Joan T. Burns, Roy and Joan from Milford Center. Incidentally, it was a dead heat at a 2-horse race here yesterday with Casey Burns, Roy Burns, stable entry, and there were only 2 horses in the race, but that's like amazing to be a dead heat. And then it's amazing for dead heat between father and daughter. And it's like, I probably go in the Guinness World Book of Records, because I don't think that's ever been done before. It should be national headlines. But congratulations to Casey and Roy. And they are in here. They got a nice little...
Let's get together, line them up, pretty in order, please.
Mark a 55-1 at Lexington. Better win with Heather Woolham. Pacing in 55. This tight field. Let's see. Then you have Why Don't You Say, Jasmine Arnold. Here they are coming up to the post parade. There's Rabbit for the 6th at Union County.
Here are the horses for race number 6, First Division, Springhaven Farm, Lady Driving Series, sponsored by White Castle Systems. 1 is Bad Secret, Casey Burns. 2 Better Win, driver change, Heather Woolhams. The 3 is scratched. 4 Why Don't You Stay, Jasmine Arnold. And the 5 Speaking Out, Amy Wingard. In the sulky. That's the field for race 6, Heather Woolhams on 2, scratch 3. This again, the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. These ladies drive all over the state of Ohio, garnering points at these county fairs to culminate to a final raced on Little Brown Jug Week at the Delaware County Fair. They do a heck of a job all summer long, and they do thank the Springhaven Farm for sponsoring the Lady Driving Series each and every year. Short time to wager here for race 6.
And on a national level, Jasmine Arnold. She's the National Amateur Driver of the Year past years. So, I mean, fantastic. She also has a great old horse in here. 11-year-old Santana Blue Chip out of a Jate Lobel, has 287 lifetime starts. We're going with 52 at the Meadowlands here in New Jersey. 29 wins, 27 seconds, 37 thirds. Class horse. They're all class horses. Speaking Out, Amy Wingart. She has the 170 starts, 76 starts, 24 wins, 21 seconds, 24 thirds. Even money at, no, even earned an even $250,000 right at the $250,000 mark. That's unusual. See a horseman right at the $250,000 mark. Also, you have Better Win, 324 starts, 13-year-olds by Better's Delight out of another Jate Lobel. Jate Lobel, incidentally.
Starter has the horses for race 6. The Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series First Division. Per $750. The lady's going to slug it out here for the 6th race. Here they come.
4 gals. Here they go for the 6th at my...
They're off into pacing. Why Don't You Stay? Looking hard for the lead. Speaking out. Revving it up on the outside as they pace around the turn. Bad Secret is 3rd. And 4th comes Better Win as they move into the backstretch, and Amy Wengert out there wing-dinging on the lead with a Speaking Out. In their 2nd, Jasmine Arnold with Why Don't You Stay. Gapping early in 3rd, Casey Burns and Bad Secret. She's the one who dead heated with her dad yesterday. And Heather Willems and Better Win is 4th and last. So they travel by the opening fraction here, and it's Speaking Out, who's there in 30 and 1/5. Why Don't You Stay is there in 2nd, Bad Secret 3rd, and Better Win. So they move down here to the half, and Amy Wengert is out there playing Catch Me If You Can. Jasmine Arnold sets in the pocket, then it's Casey Burns and Heather Willems as they come down here to the half. Speaking Out is the leader. Why Don't You Stay is right there, breathing down her neck in 2nd, now tipping to the outside, Bad Secret. Casey Burns says, let's go, the half in 101 and 4. Pacing around the turn to the backstretch, Speaking Out, bracing for the challenge. Bad Secret is moving up on the outside. In their 3rd, Why Don't You Stay? With Better Win. They continue on to 3/4. Speaking Out is the leader. Bad Secret is on the outside. Why Don't You Stay is right there, a right tight 3rd. With Better Win. They move around the final turn, Speaking Out still the leader. 131 and 2 and around that final turn. On the outside, Bad Secret. Right there, Why Don't You Stay? As they wheel and deal to the top of the stretch, it's Speaking Out who does turn first. Why Don't You Stay is looking for racing room. Outside, Bad Secret. Speaking Out still the leader. Why Don't You Stay up the inside? Speaking Out and Amy Wengert hold on to win it. Finishing 2nd, Why Don't You Stay? Bad Secret is 3rd.
How's that for a nice race? Give us a time, heirs. 2 minutes and a piece. Maybe that looks like a 1-4.
Time of the mile, 2:01, 3/5.
Last quarter, 30 and 1. Last half, and 59 and 4. They were driving down the lane with that one. Speaking Out shows why he's got a mark of 151 and 2 at Yonkers in the slop. And he's a 9-year-old gelding by Better's Delight out of Western Hanover. Mare by the name of Red Carpet Queen. His 25th lifetime win in 177 starts. Class old horse. And you don't pick up $250,000 by not having class. It's again, the Better Win finished 4th. Still got $296,000 on his card, the old 13-year-old.
Moving into the winner's circle, Amy Wengert going gate to wire with Speaking Out. Play and Catch Me If You Can, and found out they couldn't. A 9-year-old bay-goated son of Better's Delight at a Red Carpet Queen by Western Hanover. Owned, trained, and driven to victory by Amy Wengert of Wooster, Ohio. Time of the mile, 2:01 and 3. This one's sponsored by White Castle Systems. Again, winning her division of the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. Bad Secret was third, Better Win fourth, Sportster Hanover scratched. Why Don't You Stay was second, speaking out the winner. 3-4 scratch, 2-1, 30 and 1/5, 101 and 4, 131 and 2, the mile time 201 3/5. Seventh race is next. Here in race 7, I've got Chris Presley on the 2. Pink saddle pads, we'll need 6 of you. Head them out for the 7th race.
Yes, now we back to 6 horses. 2-year-old filly Pace, second division, with a purse of $5,475 in the Ohio Fair Racing Conference. The second day of racing from Marysville. We shall return to some more exciting racing from Union County. Just a few minutes.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio wants to thank all the breeders that supported our first season standing the trotter, Muscle Diamond. Cool Winds also welcomed the proven sire, Mr. Apples, to our stallion barn. Randy and Kim Haynes also stand the only full brother to some beach somewhere, Bring On the Beach, sire of Heart of Chewbacca. Visit the Cool Winds consignment at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 17th.
Doctor, give me the news! Is it bad credit?
It's bad credit, and you need a car.
Can I be cured?
Yes, but your case needs immediate attention. Visit lowcostcarsoh.com or lowcostcarsnorth.com today. Bad credit, no credit, don't worry. Start driving today.
I've been cured! I can get a car! Woo!
Even if you're sick with bad credit, get a great car today at either Low Cost Cars locations in Circleville and Columbus.
Buying or selling a racehorse? OnGate.com is your one-stop website. OnGate has changed the way racehorses are bought and sold. Easy-to-view listings makes it easy to find your next champion. Buy or sell at OnGate.com.
Hello again, sports fans. Welcome back to Marysville, Ohio, the home of the Union County Fair. Track's been here since 1852. People in Marysville enjoy their racing, enjoy the fairs. Racing we've had today, very enjoyable it is. Isn't it, Chris? Yes, it is, it is. This got the 7th race, this 2-year-old filly Pace, the 2nd division, sponsored again by the Union County Agricultural Society. We have 6 in it, no trailers. They go 6 wide here. From the rail out, got St. Mary with Austin Hannahs. She's all jacked up. Chris Presley in the sulky. Draconian Terror, Jeff Nysonger. Hank Levan.
Keep them coming for the 7th race. We still need 5 of you. Keep them coming for race 7.
Paradise Rock L, Roy Burns. Angels Vintage on number 5, and number 6 is Little Babushka, a 2-year-old filly by Mercado with Cam McCown. Well, going with 2 good quality fillies in here. I mean, they're all quality fillies, but the 2 standout fillies are Draconian Terror, to me anyway. She has 6 starts, 2 wins, 1 third. Win at Paulding, which was the first start of the season, 2:02 flat. Last half in a minute and a 5th. Then she's come back. She's been 2:02 and 4 at Ottawa. Then she made a break at Marion. And then she went down to Scioto, pacing 56 and 4. Last quarter, 29 seconds flat. It was 7th though. Then Buckeye Stallion Series, pacing 55 and 3, last quarter 29 flat. Finished 5th. And Scioto, the known as a pari-mutuel race, got beat 3/4 of a length, 159. Last quarter 28 and 3. Nice filly, quality. Western Terror out of Southwind Sapphire by Abercrombie. The St. Mary's for the Rail, Major Starbuck. This is her first appearance on a racetrack, as is She's All Jacked Up. They haven't done no charted lines. Paradise Rock L, this is her 5th lifetime start. Has pace in 59 and 1 at the Scioto in the qualifier. And 2-3 and 1 at Bucyrus. That was a good mile up there. Coming last quarter, 29 flat. She finished 4th, but she only beat 5.5. They come the last half, 59 and 4. Last quarter, 28 and 4. So that was a good mile up there in Bucyrus. Maxine won it. Roy Burns' filly, Angels Vintage. Weston Vintage out of Cam Luck. This is her second 2 starts. She hasn't hit the boards as yet. She has paced in 2-4 and 1. But this is who I've been saving the best. I shouldn't say the best, but my pick for the last. She's a Mercado filly out of a Dubra Povidan, well said filly. Coming off a win at Oak Harbor, the Ohio 2-year-old Ohio Fair Racing Conference stake. Within 2-4 and 1, off a half and 1-1 and 4. She was on the cruise control, and she won it by 2 3/4. She already has won a qualifier down Scioto, cut the mile, a mark of 2-1 and 3, and come her last half, 58 flat, with the last quarter in 29 and 1. So let's see what am I in the right race? 7th race, raise my ass that, because she's 99 to 1 on the board. That is not, Crotonian 10 is 3-5. Just the wagerers, the bettors, they have not got up there, because there's no way this filly's going to be 99 to 1. Our sires in this.
Let's get together, line them up, pretty in order, please.
Our sires are Major Starbuck, If I Can Dream, Western Terror, Pet Rock, Western Vintage, Mercado. And here's the post parade, Eric Ratcliffe for the 7th.
That's the call to post for race 7, sponsored by Union County Ag Society. 2-year-old filly pace, purse $5,000. $475, Chris Presley on 2. Win, play, show. Exacta trifecta. 1 is St. Mary and Austin Henners. 2, She's All Jacked Up. Driver will be Chris Presley. 3 is Draconian Terror and Jeff Nysonger. 4, Paradise Rock L, Hank Levan the bike. 5 is Angels Vintage and Roy Burns. 6, Little Babushka with Cameron McCown in the sulky. That is the field for race number 7, Chris Presley on 2.
Chris Presley on the 2. Our 2 little fillies with their first appearance on a track, a racetrack for the races. But Draconian Terror right now is at 3-5. Little Babushka should take a little money, but she hasn't as yet. She looked good out there, too. So the 1, am I in the right race, really? 1 is 7-5. Disbelief echoes through the 4 is 7-2. That's it.
Why are you in disbelief?
I got our setup this year is
Starter is calling them in for the 7th race. 2-year-old filly Pacers on their way to the gate.
I just said I don't have any access to comments. And because I'm in my own little world up here, but
this is true.
Let's keep it down in the peanut gallery over there. All right, they're behind the gate, the Mike Wippenberg starting gate here at Union County from Marysville, Ohio. The gate swings around the paddock turn. And here's Ed Ratcliffe, airs above the ground.
First $5,475, top of the stretch, and here they come. They're off into pacing except for the two. She's all jacked up and trying for the lead. On the outside, Little Babushka, and the Little Babushka is out there and on top. Draconian Terror is there in second, pacing third, Paradise Raquel. In there next is St. Mary. Then comes Angel's Vintage, and she's all jacked up, living up to her name. She is the trailer as they move on to the opening fraction, and out there with the lead, Little Babushka is out there by 2. In there second is Draconian Terror. Opening quarter in 29 4, in there to be third, Paradise Raquel. St. Mary is there in fourth. In there fifth is Angel's Vintage, which she's all jacked up. Moving off the turn and pacing down here to the half. And out there with the lead, it's that Little Babushka who is on top in their second, Draconian Terror. Right there third is Paradise Raquel. In fourth, St. Mary. Then we will find Angel's Vintage. With the distance, she's all jacked up. They went by the half. Little Babushka's there in 102 and 2. Draconian Terror is right there in the pocket. Paradise Raquel in third. Pacing in fourth is St. Mary. Then it's Angel's Vintage. And that trailer, she's all jacked up to 3/4 they go. And out with the lead, Little Babushka, popping the pocket, Draconian Terror. Tightening on in comes Paradise Raquel, pacing by 3/4. Little Babushka, 132 and 4. Draconian Terror is on the outside second. Right there in third, Paradise Raquel as they swing to the top of the stretch. Little Babushka fights for the lead. Draconian Terror is on the outside. Paradise Raquel in third. Little Babushka, Draconian Terror, Paradise Raquel. It's Little Babushka to win.
6-3-4.
Draconian Terror and Paradise Raquel.
6-3-4, I'll say no more. Little Babushka. Now, they say final odds in 30 seconds, but it's been a 2-0. Here we go.
Time of the mile, 2:03, 2/5.
I love the fair. I would have been screaming, by the way, if she went off 99 to 1 or anything. She just went off the favorite, 4 to 5. Somebody plunked down a couple of dollars on her, and if she was a favorite at 6, the 3 was the second favorite. The 1 was the 4 and the 1 were third co-favorites at 9 to 2. She just took command, and that makes 2 for 2. Just for you here in Ohio. 2 in a row in Ohio. Yeah, return now to the winner's circle. We have a happy crowd. Well, not a crowd, but there's young Cam. Little Babushka is a 2-year-old filly by Mercado Dubra Providon out of a Well Said.
Back in front of the stands after winning the 7th race, it is the 6th, Little Babushka. 2-year-old bay filly by McCardle. At a Dobry Povendani by Well Said. On by David and John Pernsnock. Brian Brown trains Cameron McCown, the winning driver, 2:03 and 2. This one's sponsored by Union County Ag Society.
Congratulations to the Connections.
St. Mary was 4th. She's All Jacked Up 6th. Draconian Terror 2nd. Paradise Raquel 3rd. Angels Vintage 5th. And Little Babushka, the winner. 462, 351, 29 and 4. 102 and 2. 132 and 4. 203 and 2. Race 8 is next, sponsored by Dean Cook Insurance, Win Place, Exacta, Trifecta, and Late Double Wagering. In this race, no change. Orange saddle pads. We need 4 of you. Bring them out for the 8th.
Now, when you're paid $380 to win, with the Draconian Terror was 2nd, Exacta paid $660. 1250.
Checks for races 1 through 6 will be in the speed office here momentarily. Checks through race 6 will be available shortly in the speed office.
Well, that's a good mile for a good little filly, good little cardinal filly. We're coming up to the 8th. We have 2 to go. I believe they are underway down at Knox County. They're in Mount Vernon, so you can check over with them after we leave here. We got 2 races to go. The 8th, 3-year-old Colt Pace is 2nd division. The first 3-year-old Colt Pace produced a track record. What will happen with this? We'll see shortly after these few words from our sponsor.
Union County itself had a humble start. It was thinly populated throughout the 19th century, and the land wasn't made for farming. The soil didn't cultivate well, so there was never enough grain to maintain healthy stock. The County Agricultural Society was organized and held the fair to help educate locals on better practices. After 2 successful fairs, stockholders purchased the permanent fairgrounds. The next 30 years saw tremendous growth for the Union County Fair. By 1882, entries had gone up to 2,000, and members grew even more. Exhibits of livestock, produce, and farm product could be seen in newly erected buildings while horses raced around the half-mile track. Harness racing was popular around the country throughout the 19th and 20th centuries, and Union County was no exception. Standardbreds were the main attraction and biggest source of revenue for many years. Today, the Union County Fair is a member of the Ohio Fair Racing Conference. They host 2 days of live-action racing during fair time and stable horses and training year-round.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fairs. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 21 fairs in 19 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
Yes, we are. We are back for the 8th at Marysville, Union County Fair. Nice crowd, appreciative crowd. We had this is a 2nd division of the 3-year-old Colt Pace, which produced a new track record, all age, 155 and 3, in Calvin L. So, now this is brought to you by, we have the Ohio Fair Racing Conference, which is the largest of the fair racing conference associations. You have the Ohio Colt Racing Association with about 20 members, the Home Talent Colt Stakes, and the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. So we've got 4 circuits or fair associations that race, and the 2 independent fairs as well. And we have 65 county fairs with racing in Ohio, 4 parimutuel tracks in Northfield, Scioto Downs, Miami Valley, and Dayton. Plus is breeding farms. And this is all vital and vital industry in Ohio. It's growing. People love their horses here. A beautiful country. So you want to race, come to Ohio. If you want to race fast, come to Ohio too. This is, I'll tell you, county fairs are they're no longer just a county fair. They're very fine racing. The only detriment to them is you might have a guy like me. But thanks for putting me on camera. You know I don't want to be a camera. I say, tell them, I says, every time I've ruined lenses before. But beautiful day. 8th race, SM Ernest with Chris Presley. Number 2, Cabello Especial, Pierce Henry. Illinois Duke, Jeff Nysonger. And Racing Renegade, Darren Dowler. Darren Dowler coming off a mile in 1:58 and 4 at Oak Harbor. Excellent mile up there. Got a mark of 54-1 at Scioto. Illinois Duke, excellent year last year. Had 15 starts, 5 wins, 1 second, 5 thirds. Made $26,381. Made had a mark of 156 and 3 at Northfield. This year.
All right, guys, I'm not sure what's going on back there, but we have 0 horses out here. Check that. We have 1 out. We still need 3 of you. Let's bring them out for race 8.
This year's 8 starts, has 2 thirds, has yet to hit the winner's circle. Has yet to join the Conrad Club. Brad Conrad, our photographer here. And you have Jake Propel, Ken, and Annette, and who else would you take pictures? I take pictures sometime, but they're not official. We have Illinois Duke, as I was saying. He's been pacing in. It's pronounced Illini. Illinois. I need an interpreter for me. Illinois. Why do they call it Illinois? It's the Indian name. Oh, it is? Thank you, Kimosabe. I'm very happy with that. Anyway, the 59-2 at Wilmington. Paced last quarter 29-4. He's just been on last 2 starts in Lasix. Made a break last week, so that's not a Lasix issue. Racing Renegade, as I said, 2-7 Paulding for Cabello Special. Not on the board in 8 starts this year. Last year had 1 win. That Paulding was the first fair. So he won his first lifetime start there. That was it. Got 18 now. 18 lifetime starts. SM Ernest, Mike Meadows trained for himself and Tina. See these names? You're going to help me with this one. Suferhammer. Is that a T or an F? Suferhammer.
Let's get together, line them up, pray in order, please.
Got a mark of 155 and 3 at Scioto this year, coming off Hilliard last week in 58, and last quarter 29 and 3. He won a good mile this course. I remember this mile, won a good mile. So you have the post parade. Here they are on the racetrack in order.
Here are the horses for race 8, 3-year-old Colt Pace, sponsored by Dean Cook Insurance. First $5,155, no change, win place. Exacta trifecta, daily doubles. 1 SM Ernest and Chris Presley. The 2 is Caballo Especial, Pierce Henry in the bike. Rather, it looks like Austin Hanner's in the bike. 3 is Illini Duke and Jeff Nysonger. 4 Racing Renegade, Darren Dowler in the sulky. Looks like Austin Hanners drives the 2 here in the 8th race.
So, we got the driver change, Austin Hanners. son of the late Brad Hanna's. He's a good driver. He did very successful on the eastern coast there, Dover Downs. SM Ernest, are you coming to the winner's circle today? Looks like he can. He looks like to be the one to beat. He's 4-1. The 4, Racing Renegade, coming off his win at Oak Harbor, is 1-9. Been a Buckeye Stallion Series. We scratched sick. 54 at Scioto again. Marion, he was second. 2-1 last quarter in 30 seconds. So he shows they are turning towards the gate. We shall find out soon. But I'm going to go with SM Ernest. He's just been...
Starter has the horses for the 8th race, 3-year-old Colt Pacer, sponsored by Dean Cook Insurance. Purse $5,155. This one leads off the late double. The gate is rolling.
Second half of the double is the ladies driving series for the 9th and the final. This is the 8th. 1 to go here at Union County in Marysville.
Through the stretch, and here they come. They're off into pacing. Illini Duke is trying for the lead outside Racing Renegade. SM Ernest is there at the rail. Caballo Especial is there in 4th as they move around the turn to the backstretch. And out there now with the lead, Illini Duke leads them by 2 in their second. SM Ernest in there to be next. As they continue on to the opening fraction here of Caballo Especial and Racing Renegade outside but trailing. They went by the opening quarter 28 3/5 as they move around the turn. Out there with the lead, it is Illini Duke. Racing Renegade is on the outside second. SM Ernest along the rail third. Caballo Especial is still the trailer. Driving down here to the half. And out there with the lead, it's still Illini Duke and Nicesonger right there in second. SM Ernest going the long trip on the outside. Racing Renegade. The half 57-3. The trailer is Caballo Especial as they pace around the turn to the backside. And out with the lead, Illini Duke. SM Ernest in second. Racing Renegade is now back to third. And the trailer Caballo Especial as they continue on to the 3/4 mile mark of the race, and the leader, Illini Duke. SM Ernest is right there in second. Now Presley angles into the outside. 3/4, 1:26-3. Moving around the turn to the top of the stretch. Illini Duke fighting for the lead on the outside. SM Ernest. Illini Duke on the inside. SM Ernest going by on the outside. SM Ernest getting the best of Illini Duke. And SM Ernest will pace home to win. Illini Duke in for second. Racing Renegade gets third.
1 unofficial. 1:34. I'll say
time of the mile 1:56 4/5.
Good mile. Last quarter 30-1. He was eased up. That was a classic perfect trip with Illini Duke cutting the mile. Racing Renegade getting...
A note to Joe Paver, please meet the judge in the speed office after the races. Joe Paver, please meet the judge in the speed office after the races.
You'll have a fine time over there. What? Well, don't be such a wise guy. But yeah, that was great race, a classic perfect trip. With Racing Renegade being on the outside, and Chris Presley just had to wait for the right moment, tipped him out, and it was walk on by. SM Ernest is a 3-year-old gelding by KF St. Patrick out of a Yankee Cruiser Mare Meadowland Taranoko by Mike Meadows and Tina Sudamitis of Padalasca.
Back in front of the stands after winning race number 8, it's the 1 SM Ernest. A 3-year-old bay-gooded son of KF St. Patrick at a Meadowland Tyrannical by Yankee Cruiser. Michael Metters and Tina Studermeister. Mike Metters trains Chris Presley, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 156 and 4. SM Ernest was the winner. Caballo Especial 4th, Illini Duke 2nd. Racing Renegade 3rd. 1, 4, 2, 3 on the bottom, 28 and 3, 57 and 3, 126 and 3, 156 and 4. Race number 9 is next. Win place, exacta, trifecta. Here in the 9th race, scratch the 1. Second division of the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. Brown saddle pads will need 4 of you. Our 9th and final race of this year's Union County Fair is next.
As we're coming up to the 9th and final, just a few little notes on the pari-mutuels. For those who wondered, should I have bet that? Well, yes, I should have bet that. That's the one paid $8.20, $8.60 to place. As the 3 played $8.60 to place, Illini Duke, the 1-3. 4 trifecta paid $20, and the 1-3 exacta paid $27.80. Paid more than the tri. But that's how the crowd bet. Little financial wizardry there. But we're coming up to the Springhaven Ladies Driving Series, as Ayers says, the season's finale here at Union County Fair in Marysville, Ohio. We shall return in a few short moments.
Athletes, they come in all shapes and sizes. They catch, they leap, they run. Some athletes even come with 4 legs and paws and hooves. When these beloved family members need care, remember the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio State experts wrote the book on exceptional animal care and know how to get our best friends back on their feet. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Visit us September 17th at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds and get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, and Long Tom. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
We're back for the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series, 2nd Division, sponsored by the Union County Agricultural Society. The 1st Division was won by won by Speaking Out, Amy Wengert, and 2, 1, and 3. This one we have, the one is scratched, Roll 'em Up with Jasmine Arnold at double, we might as well give you the double probable payoffs, $13.40. Mary Burkle on top of RM Imp will pay $13.40. Con Blue Chip, Heather Willems calls for a $20 double. And Fancy Footwork with Christina Smith. Calls for $40 double. So the two favorites will be, according to the double probable payoffs, will be the 2 and the 3. Now, if these people want to handicapping or betting advice, and of course, if you were there, that's something you watch, look at, because the 2 and the 3, 1-9 and 9-5 right now. Roll 'em Up is a classy old 13-year-old by Rock and Roll Hanover, trained by Adam Short, with his 408 training average, and 312 lifetime starts, 54 lifetime wins, with 44 seconds, 45 thirds, $482,875, a mark of 150-1 at Mohawk, up there in Canada, eh? Might as well say hola to all our fans, mon amis and friends all over the North America.
Let's get together, line them up, bring them in order, please.
And folks overseas, it's not too dark over there, too late, so I hope you're watching. We have there's a great card right after this. You can go visit Mount Vernon, Ohio, and tonight we're at Tiffin, which is up in Seneca County. That's probably about 100 miles away north. So we're all over. And this looks like a good field. This is the ladies. This is our finale here at Marysville.
Who's at Tiffin tonight?
Frank Frost and Susan Schroeder. They are doing the, I don't know if they brought that little trailer of theirs. No, they got a place to shoot at. They didn't. They did that at Lebanon because there was no bleachers there, so they had it was just a parking lot, so they had to have something to stand. Here's a field, for the 9th at Marysville.
That is the call to post for the 9th race, sponsored by Union County Ag Society. Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series, 2nd Division, the one is scratched. 2 Roll 'em Up, Jasmine Arnold. 3 RM Imp, Mary Burkhold. 4 Con Blue Chip and Heather Willems. 5 Fancy Footwork, Christina Smith. In the sulky. That's the field for the 9th race. Win place, exacta trifecta wagering. Again, 2nd division of the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. These ladies travel all over the state of Ohio, garnering points at the county fairs, all to culminate in a final Little Brown Jug Week at the Delaware County Fair. They do thank Springhaven Farm for their continued support of the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. Short time to wager.
Yes, it is. That's one of the things. We have the Signature Series, the Buckeye Stallion Series. It's just, we've got a great group of racing here. A class for every horse. You think, even though the Ladies Driving Series, they go for purses $750 or $800, sometimes $1,000. You think it'd be easy. It's not easy. They're competitive, and they usually older class horses, and they still got a motor to them. So it's great racing. Now this, I do have to go with the driver of the year, amateur of the year. I have to go with Jasmine Arnold in here. Roll them up with the 2, who's currently 1-2. Your favorite is at 2-1 is RM.
Through the stretch for the 9th race, the Getaway Pace, the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. They're off and a pacing, and it's Roll 'em Up, who goes right out there for the lead. RM Imp is there in 2nd. Con Blue Chip is 3rd. Fancy Footwork is 4th and last. So they move around the turn of the backstretch and roll them up. The 13-year-old and Jasmine Arnold, they're out there with the lead. RM Imp and Mary Burkhold is in the pocket. And looking to the outside now. Over there next is Heather Willems and Con Blue Chip. Christina Smith can see them all with fancy footwork. So they're now starting to play some hardball as they go to the opening fraction. Jasmine Arnold on the inside. Mary Burkhold on the outside. They're going at it early. Opening quarter 31-1. So Mary Burkhold wanted to go. Jasmine Arnold, she says no. And they're right there together. A ding-dong battle for the lead as they drive down here to the halfway mile mark of the race. Roll them up is on the inside. On the outside, RM Imp. Con Blue Chip is now a right tight third. Over there to be fourth is Fancy Footwork. Driving here by the half. And on the outside, RM Imp, a short lead. Roll them up. Hangs tough at the rail. The half, 59-4. In and around the turn to the backside, and Roll 'em Up has regained the lead. RM Imp is there in second. Con Blue Chip pacing third. A bit closer in fourth. Fancy Footwork as they continue to the 3/4. And the leader, Roll 'em Up. RM Imp still second, pacing in third, Con Blue Chip with Fancy Footwork. They move by 3/4 in 1:29-3 and around that final turn. Roll 'em Up still the leader. Con Blue Chip is on the outside, poised to go 3 wide. Fancy Footwork. RM Imp is at the rail. It's wide open as they're at the top of the lane and down the stretch they come. Roll 'em Up. RM Imp tries to come back for more. Roll 'em Up. RM Imp on the inside. RM Imp will come through to win. Roll 'em Up finishing second. Con Blue Chip is third.
Well. 3-2-4. I'll tell you what.
Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 2/5.
Now with Jasmine Arnold, she got away with a 31-1 first quarter, and Mary had to pull because she could have backed off the half to 2 or 3, but she pulled. They went that second quarter 28-3 and got down the half in 59-4, up the 3/4 in 129-3. That quarter 29-4. So coming home, they came home in 30-4, and they were all across the track. Excellent mile. And another exciting finish at the Union County Fair. Great day of racing. Great day. Great weather. Plaudits to the ladies. That's you have to pull, you have to challenge. You can't. That's protecting the. You can't let them get away with a slow half like that. Though they want to, but you can't. So, old RM Imp. Thomas Fern trained. 11-year-old gelding by Ambro Deuce out of Abercrombie. Horse of the year in 1979? No. Yes, I think he was. A few years ago. Well, I remember when he was a 2-year-old. Old Ab. Odell Short rubbed him for Glenn Garnsey's stable. Dick Baker was a trainer on him. Very big, nice old horse. Adds another $375 to his. No, doesn't get him up down to $75,000. Number 3, RM Imp. He'd won this year in 53-2 at Scioto.
Front of the stands after winning the 9th race, the 3 RM Imp. Mary Burkhold taking the 2nd division of the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. RM Imp, an 11-year-old bay-gutted son of Armbro Deuce. Out of Aurelia Buffy by Abercrombie, owned by Thomas Verne, who also trains Mary Burkhold, the winning driver. Race 9 sponsored by Union County Ag Society. Taking the 2nd division of the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. Dreaming Dragon was scratched. Roll 'em Up second. RM Imp the winner. Con Blue Chip was third. Fancy Footwork fourth. Scratch 2, 1, 3, 4 on the bottom. 31 and 1. 59 and 4. 129 and 3. 2 minutes. 2/5. So with that, we will wrap it up for the harness racing portion here of the Union County Fair. This has been Ayers Ratliff in to call the action for you again this year. I've had fun here with you the last couple days, and I hope you enjoy your rest of the week here at the Union County Fair.
Yes, there's a wrap-up. This, let's give you a little nice trifecta, 2240. Nice payoffs here if you wanted to bet. Very enjoyable day. Great day of racing. We saw a new track record, all-age track record, 155 and 3. Calvin L. and the Levans stable did it again. So we will be at, right now we'll switch over to Knox County, visit with Jay Wolf and Roger Houston over there in Mount Vernon. Tonight, Frank and Susan will be up at Tiffin starting at 5. But a great day of racing. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to all the fans that came here. Thanks to our group of friends and fans throughout the world. We're glad you joined us. We're happy to bring this on behalf of the OHHA. And also my co-commentator sometimes with his remarks from the Kitty Gallery, Chris of Trot Pace Marketing. Thank you for your job well done. I'm Tom Pye, the harness guy, and I will be back tomorrow night at Sydney at the Shelby County Fair. But we still got plenty of racing, so stick around YouTube and Facebook. And thanks for joining us. Have a great day and a better night tonight. Good night. Good day.
This has been Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is brought to you by thestable.ca, the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center, Midland Acres, Cool Winds Farm, and Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Ohio County Fair Racing is a presentation of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.